Hollow High had always been shrouded in an unsettling aura, its long, dimly lit corridors and creaky, age-old classrooms giving off a feeling of being watched. The legend of the Silent Screamer, a spectral killer said to roam the halls, was a staple among student ghost stories. Alex, a student with a fascination for the paranormal, couldn't resist the pull of these legends. He started a project to document the school after hours, his camera capturing the eerie stillness of the night. During his nightly explorations, Alex noticed peculiarities that unsettled even his skeptic mind. The corridors seemed to stretch and contract in the dim light, creating disorienting illusions. In the old gymnasium, he recorded the echo of a scream that ended abruptly, as if muffled by an unseen force. His most chilling discovery was in the school's basement, a place seldom visited. Hidden behind old props and dusty athletic equipment, he found a bizarre mural. It depicted a masked figure, its eyes eerily lifelike, seeming to pierce through the darkness, watching his every move. As Alex delved deeper into his investigation, he uncovered a series of oddities that hinted at a darker truth. In the library's restricted section, he found old newspaper clippings about unexplained disappearances in the school dating back decades. In the audiovisual room, amidst reels of forgotten film, he discovered a tape labeled "Do Not Watch." It showed grainy footage of a figure in a mask, similar to the one in the mural, stalking through the halls. Each night, the school revealed more of its secrets. Whispered voices seemed to float through the air, unintelligible but filled with an urgent tone. Cold spots appeared randomly, making the hairs on the back of his neck stand. One night, in the science lab, Alex found a collection of strange, archaic scientific instruments and old journals detailing experiments on sound and perception, hinting at attempts to communicate with or summon something unknown. The climax of this chapter came when Alex reviewed his footage from a particularly eerie night. The camera, which he had left recording in the main hallway, captured a shadowy figure moving with unnatural speed and agility. It stopped and seemed to look directly at the camera before disappearing. The footage was abruptly corrupted after that moment, but Alex was sure of what he saw. As he pieced together these disturbing discoveries, Alex's project transformed from a simple exploration into a desperate quest for truth. But he was unaware that his investigations had caught the attention of whatever lurked in the shadows of Hollow High. The game was about to become dangerously real, setting the stage for a spine-chilling journey into the heart of the school's haunted legacy. The chilling discovery of the shadowy figure in his footage intensified Alex's resolve. He shared the eerie developments with his friends Jenna and Tyler. While Tyler was skeptical, Jenna's curiosity was piqued. But then, Jenna vanished. The last clue to her whereabouts was a cryptic video message sent from her phone, showing her walking into the school after hours, and then the footage cut to a menacing silhouette of the masked figure. Determined to find Jenna, Alex and Tyler delved deeper into the school's mysteries. They received an anonymous, distorted message: "Find the truth about Hollow High, or she joins the others forever lost." The message set them on a harrowing path through the school's hidden and forgotten spaces. They discovered a concealed room behind the auditorium stage, where they found an array of vintage cameras and monitors showing live feeds from hidden corners of the school. Among these was a collection of personal items belonging to students who had disappeared over the years. This chilling discovery confirmed their worst fears: someone was stalking the students of Hollow High. Their search led them to the old yearbook room, filled with decades of school history. Buried in these archives, they uncovered the tragic story of a student named Michael Hollow, who was rumored to have disappeared in the school under mysterious circumstances. His yearbook photo showed a loner, his eyes hauntingly empty. As night fell, the school transformed. The hallways seemed to twist and turn in impossible ways, leading them in circles. Strange symbols began to appear on the lockers, glowing faintly in the darkness. In the science wing, they stumbled upon a lab set up like a shrine, with photos of Michael Hollow and cryptic notes about crossing into another realm. The atmosphere grew increasingly oppressive, with cold drafts and whispered voices following them. Tyler, once skeptical, now feared they were in over their heads. In the art room, they found a series of paintings depicting the masked figure and Jenna, each one more disturbing than the last. It was clear that Jenna was being used as bait to lure them into a sinister game. As the night wore on, they encountered more unsettling phenomena, objects moving on their own, eerie figures seen in the periphery of their vision, and time seeming to distort. The school felt alive, its very structure an accomplice to the masked figure. In a climactic moment, they received another video message. It showed Jenna, bound in an unknown, shadowy room, the masked figure looming over her. The figure spoke in a distorted voice. The final clue lies where it all began. Alex and Tyler realized they had to return to the basement mural, the starting point of this nightmare. The chapter ends with Alex and Tyler standing before the mural, now understanding that they were dealing with something far beyond a simple mystery. They were on the brink of uncovering a dark truth that entwined the school's history with the supernatural, a truth that might hold the key to saving Jenna. In this expanded chapter, the story delves into a labyrinth of secrets and supernatural occurrences, setting a suspenseful and eerie tone that draws the reader deeper into the heart of Hollow High's haunted past. As Alex and Tyler stood before the mural in the basement, the air grew colder, and the eyes of the masked figure in the painting seemed to follow them. They noticed a hidden mechanism behind the mural. Triggering it revealed a narrow, spiraling staircase descending into darkness. With no other leads, they ventured down, the weight of the school's secrets looming over them. The staircase led them to a series of underground tunnels, long forgotten and shrouded in darkness. The walls were lined with old, cryptic symbols that seemed to pulsate with an eerie energy. The further they went, the more the tunnels transformed into a maze-like structure designed to disorient and confuse. In these tunnels, they found remnants of past horrors, abandoned belongings of long-missing students, walls etched with desperate messages, and chilling drawings that depicted the masked figure as a guardian of some dark realm. The air was thick with the sense of being watched, and ghostly whispers echoed off the stone walls. Their journey through the labyrinth revealed its sinister purpose. It wasn't just a series of tunnels, it was a ritualistic space. Each turn seemed to hold a test or a trap, from floors that gave way to reveal bottomless pits to spectral hands that reached out from the walls. Amidst the eerie silence, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber. Inside, they found a shrine dedicated to Michael Hollow, the student who had vanished decades ago. The walls were covered in his writings, detailing his descent into madness and his obsession with crossing into another realm. It became clear that Michael had made a pact with a malevolent entity, seeking knowledge and power beyond the mortal coil. As they explored this chamber, they found a map of the tunnels with a marked center point. Realizing this could be where Jenna was being held, they followed the map through the increasingly oppressive and twisted corridors. The tunnels began to change, the stone walls giving way to what seemed like organic, living tissue. The air was filled with a low, resonant hum, and the ground pulsed beneath their feet. They were no longer just in a tunnel, they were inside some eldritch construct. Finally, they reached the central chamber. It was a vast, dome-like space, with the walls covered in grotesque, moving murals depicting scenes of otherworldly horror. In the center, suspended above a dark abyss, was Jenna, unconscious and bound by spectral chains. As they rushed to free her, the masked figure emerged from the shadows, revealing himself to be the principal of the school, a descendant of Michael Hollow. He confessed to continuing Michael's work, using the students as pawns to unlock the secrets of the other realm. The chapter ends with the principal beginning a ritual to open a portal to the other realm, using Jenna as a sacrifice. Alex and Tyler, now facing the horrifying truth and the culmination of decades of dark legacy, prepare for a desperate fight to save their friend and stop the principal's unholy ambition. In this expanded chapter, the tale takes a turn into the otherworldly, blending the haunted history of Hollow High with elements of cosmic horror and a dark, twisted journey through the unknown. In the central chamber, beneath the pulsating murals, the confrontation with the principal reached a fever pitch. As he chanted in an unknown language, the air around them thickened, and the abyss below Jenna began to swirl with a malevolent energy. Alex and Tyler realized the stakes were higher than they ever imagined. This was not just about saving Jenna, but about preventing a catastrophe. Desperate, Alex remembered the old journals in the science lab. He recalled a passage about sound frequencies disrupting ethereal energy. They hastily improvised a device from the old scientific instruments they had found, aiming to use it against the principal. As the principal's ritual neared completion, the boundaries between the worlds weakened. Ghostly apparitions began to seep into the chamber, and the ground shook with otherworldly force. The principal, now clearly possessed by the spirit of Michael Hollow, revealed his true intention to merge the realms and ascend as a godlike being. Alex and Tyler activated the device, emitting a dissonant frequency that disrupted the ritual. The principal writhed in agony as the spectral apparitions recoiled. Seizing the moment, Tyler fought off the principal while Alex rushed to free Jenna. The chamber began to collapse, the murals melting into a black, viscous liquid. The abyss below grew more turbulent, a gateway straining to open. In a last-ditch effort to stop the principal, Alex used the device to shatter the stone altar, severing the ritual's focal point. With a deafening roar, the entity trying to enter their world was pulled back into the abyss, the portal closing with a blinding flash. The principal, now free from possession but gravely weakened, was consumed by the collapsing chamber. Alex, Tyler, and Jenna narrowly escaped as the tunnels crumbled around them, racing through the disintegrating labyrinth to the surface. They emerged into the cold night air as the first light of dawn crested the horizon, the school grounds eerily silent. In the aftermath, Hollow High was closed indefinitely. The events of that night became the subject of whispered rumors and urban legends. Alex, Tyler, and Jenna, forever bonded by their ordeal, chose to keep the full truth a secret, knowing that some mysteries were too dangerous to be fully understood. The story ends with a sense of uneasy peace. The trio moved on with their lives, but the memories of Hollow High lingered in their minds. As they walked away from the now abandoned school, they couldn't shake the feeling that some part of what they encountered remained, watching from the shadows, waiting. In this expanded chapter, the story reaches its climax with a high-stakes battle between the protagonists and the supernatural forces at play. The blend of suspense, action, and otherworldly horror makes for a compelling conclusion to this chilling tale.